This is the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Brought to you by Yegg Property Pros. Powered by Real Broker. Get a realtor who knows. Call the pros.
WestJet is joining forces with TELUS, if I'm not mistaken, to offer Canadians free Wi-Fi for flights, like during your flight, starting pretty soon. By the end of this year, they'll have most of the smaller planes ready to go, and then the bigger ones by the end of 2026, they figure.
This scares me a little bit after you brought up that sometimes people listen to their phone on max volume without headphones.
Yeah, planes just too much. You'll hear the same little TikTok songs over and over again.
You'll hear, "Get ready with me while I go to Target for the day."
Hey, it's emergency.
Oh, I don't have that song on my algorithm yet.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
Paging Dr. Beat. Emergency, emergency. Paging Dr. Beat. Emergency.
Okay, that is pretty catchy though.
Right? It is cold, but it kind of feels good to put a hoodie on, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I like it.
I was like, oh, yeah, I can actually wear clothes today. Like, other than yesterday, it's been so piping hot that, like, I've run out of shorts.
Yeah, we live in Alberta. We only own 2 pairs.
Started cutting pants into shorts just to get through.
Okay, I want to talk about a new trend that seems to be happening more and more with millennial parents. And I wonder if Gen Z will follow suit.
Is it a good trend or a bad trend?
How old are Gen Z kids? Are they having kids? No.
There would be, like,
A couple of them on the cusp?
I would say, like, a teen pregnancies now would fit into Gen Z.
Millennials are out here launching babies without pregnancy announcements. It's like the new thing to do, which I love. In fact, it makes me want to do it. I want to, at some point in my life, just have a baby like strapped to my chest. And when listeners see me, I want them to be like, "Did you steal that baby?" And I'm going to be like, "No, it's mine."
Well, you'd have a rough time probably hiding that kind of thing with the job that you do.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I guess you're right.
either you would have to take mat leave or you would just be able to hear the baby crying in the studio here.
Okay, but once you have the baby, you can like post it. I'm just saying there's no,
I guess
there's
if
no
the
like
dad
announcement.
took the mat leave. Yeah.
So you're not posting, the ultrasound or the gender reveal or the baby shower. You just have the baby. And I feel like Mindy Kaling was one of the first people to do it lately. She just had a 3rd baby and everyone's like, "What?" And we still don't know who the dad is for any of her kids. That is unbelievable work.
When you originally told me that these millennial parents are launching babies, I was slightly concerned. I was like, why would they be throwing the babies? Is it into the pool? Every time I see one of those videos of like, "This is how you teach your kids how to swim," I'm like, no.
It reminds me of Canadian comedian Dan Duval's tweet that's like, "Oh, my girlfriend's been in a baby shower for 4 hours. Like, how long does it take to wash a baby?"
By the way, we're a little bit clueless about the ages of Gen Z. Are you ready for this?
Are we so off?
12 to 27.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So there's tons of Gen Zs that are having babies.
Yep. Oops.
I was like, yeah, maybe a teen pregnancy. Yeah, millennials are 28 to 43 now.
Which are still having babies. I golfed just the other day with a girl named Lindsay, and she's 40, and she just had her first baby a year ago. And she said when she went to her OBGYN, she was like, "Yeah, my doctor told me it's a geriatric pregnancy." And apparently the OBGYN was like, "No, I'm seeing more and more patients that are coming in, they're 44 and they're having very healthy pregnancies."
Interesting.
Like a lot of women are waiting later in life until they're actually ready.
Well, and there's a lot of scientific technology to help make sure that it goes smooth or, ups the percentages of that happening.
So if you're listening now and you've been told, like maybe pushed by your doctor, like, "Are you going to have one soon? Because you're kind of running out of time." You're not.
Right. And just baby launch it.
Just launch the baby. So the labeling theory is whatever you're mostly labeled as, it can become your master status. So let's break this down with an example. With your daughter, she's 12 now, but she's always been amazing conversing with adults.
She feels like she's comfortable chatting with anybody, yeah.
And I do feel like it's because you were the first out of all of your friends to have a kid, and she would always just be around adults. And she's kind of embraced it since. So maybe years ago, she had it as a self-fulfilling prophecy that she knows. And so if you have kids that maybe you're listening now and you have teenagers and you've always said, "Oh, my kid is such a good kid," Oh, she's amazing. They're so great to be around. And did they become that? Did they want to impress you and they wanted to live out that?
I don't think this is a flawless plan necessarily, but
Fair.
I do actually look back on like the kids in my school that were labeled bad kids kind of ended up being bad kids.
Well, and you hear these examples of parents that openly bashed their kids and said, my kid is so bad, such a bad attitude. And I bet those kids would hear that. If that's what you're going to label me as, I'll show you bad.
It's a good reminder, right?
It's such a great reminder that everything that you say matters.
Yeah.
I'll never forget my grade 4 teacher, Mr. Andressen, was the first person to ever tell me that I should be on a stage performing. And I took that and I ran with it. And I did theater for over a decade. And I truly believe it gave me the confidence to use my voice and perform and act and sing and dance and do everything that I ended up doing after grade 4.
Yeah, it's amazing
It's so cool.
how I guess impressionable, minds that age are. So that's why it's so important to be planting the right seeds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we asked you if maybe the opposite happened and how that affected you and why words matter. This text from Natalie: I was a bad, quote unquote, bad kid. I got that label in grade 1 because I was in French immersion and didn't understand French. So my teacher put the needs extra help label on my record, which just told all of my teachers that I was a bad kid. And then they all treated me like I was an inconvenience. It was so bad. When I was 8 years old, I actually apologized to my mom for being such a quote unquote bad kid. And she cried, telling me I wasn't bad, just a busy baby.
Right.
I dropped out of high school, worked full time, and ended up building my own like from scratch. Today, I'm known as a good person and a hard worker. I don't have any regrets. Yeah, the words do matter. I mean, Andrea, same thing, wrote in, I was labeled the bad kid who had a hard time paying attention in class, and everyone put that in my head that I wasn't good at anything. So I just never cared about anything. It wasn't until I went to school for respiratory therapy that I had someone who believed in me and made me feel like I could do anything, and it pushed me to be a better version of myself. And there you go. Even words as an adult, hearing them from other people can influence you to change the course.
Well, and excuse me, it goes to show how important a good influence can be too.
A mentor.
Yeah,
Somebody
indeed.
to look up to and who can help guide you is pretty important too.
Classified at Taste of Edmonton tonight. A pretty big name for that festival. I mean, they bring in some big names, but
They do.
he puts on such a good show, and he seems to read a crowd so well.
Oh, there are so many people that love Classified. We've been to a few of his shows when he comes to town, and he packs the place, and
Yeah.
the energy is amazing. I can't wait.
We've recorded a couple rap songs with him yesterday at around this time, I believe. We played one of them. It was called Staying In, a hardcore rap song about not going out. So our first ever one, though, was a song called Minivan. So we're going to pump that for you, and then I will have a lyrical trivia question for immediately after it. And if you text us the right answer, you're qualified to win a meet and greet and come hang out with us and Classified after the show tonight at Taste of Edmonton, okay? So be listening very closely to the lyrics. It's our rap song with Classified. This is Minivan.
Hi, girl, what's your name? I drive a minivan and I've got no shame.
I love the way you shoulder check.
You're up into the floor in my 5-door Ford, double sliding doors, going 9 to 4 with a baby on board. I bought me a minivan and cruise it up and down the road. Shrek DVD, that's for sure. Making sure my mother kid ain't bored. I've got more groceries than a grocery store and a statement from the bank on my dashboard.
Hi, girl, what's your name? I drive a minivan and I've got no shame.
I love the way you shoulder check.
Hi, girl, what's your name? Great gas mileage on this thing.
Yeah, aw damn, I've had many minivans. Mom and dad had a pile in the fam. Never paid 50 grand cause the ride was a beater. Broken heater, but needed a 7-seater. Oh, how I love that third row. Got my first hand Parents didn't know, hit the open road when camping. We used the stow and go, kept lamping. But oddly, I never had an Odyssey. But damn, I went far in a Windstar. I came to Edmonton last night on my aeroplane. But the first time I came in a caravan, and I love it.
Hi girl, what's your name? I drive a minivan and I've got no shame.
I love the way you shoulder check.
Hi girl, what's your name? Great gas mileage on this thing.
I love the way you shoulder check.
Aw, damn.
He is so talented. He wrote that verse in 5 minutes. I'm not joking.
Yeah, like I actually wrote him a verse, and or no, you did.
Yeah.
You wrote him a verse, and then he's like, "No, I'd like to do my own if that's okay."
It took me 6 hours. And he comes rolling in. He's like, no, I got it. And he wrote it in 5 minutes, and my jaw was on the floor because
It
mine
was so good.
The comparison. I wish I still had mine to read it to everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, we don't want to distract you. We have a question. Everyone that's right is qualified to meet Classified tonight.
All right. The question is, what was the DVD that was in my minivan? What was the DVD that was in my minivan?
Is that a hard question? I guess we've aired this song enough that maybe some people listening know the lyrics.
And I think it stands out.
Oh, yeah.
for
Everyone
sure.
on the text line knows
Oh,
it.
they got
Good
it?
job,
All right.
everyone.
5 simple words, $1,000. It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay. Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
We are joined by Texter 107 Urge.
RJ.
Oh, it's RJ. Sorry, I was trying to sound it out. Yeah.
Hey, how are you today?
I can't complain.
Is that short for Rick James by chance?
No.
Okay.
For, Raymond Jr.
All
I
right,
love that. Okay, so
Yeah.
Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay. You're choosing a teammate. They're leaving the studio. They're not going to hear round one with you, where the other host will give you 5 words. You have 25 seconds to tell them the first word that comes to mind. We'll invite your teammate back in. For every word that matches with yours, it's $25 in your pocket. If all 5 match, we'll jump it to 1,000. It's been a while since we've given away $1,000. I'm feeling it, though. I think it's going to happen today, so best of luck. Who's your teammate, RJ?
I think I might have to go with Ryder.
All right. I'm happy about that. I really like my words
I like
today.
my words. I've been sitting on them all week.
I know, right? Okay, well, we'll see what happens today. All right, RJ,
Great.
I'm starting that 25-second timer after I say the first word. Good luck.
Alrighty.
What comes to your mind when I say theater?
Movie.
Sour.
Sweet.
Tears.
Cry.
Apologize.
Sorry.
Elastic.
Band.
Oh, you are good at this. Let's get Ryder
that
back
was
in.
quick.
That was quick. Like, even I'm looking at Ryder through the window, he's shocked. Wasn't that amazing?
That was good.
That was so good. The confidence.
Urge is a speed demon.
I would say.
Oh yeah.
Let's do this. Let's give away some money. I'm excited about this round. Apologize.
For what?
That's the word.
Oh, sorry.
$25. Tears.
Let's go.
Cry.
50. Elastic.
Band.
$75.
Ooh.
What comes to your mind when I say theater?
Theater. Movie.
$100.
Oh my goodness. Can we do it?
Well, we did that really,
Can
really
we
fast
do
as well.
it? Can we
Yeah.
do
Should I
it?
answer really fast? Okay, no.
I want RJ to win.
Yeah, me too.
Ryder, what is the first word that comes to your mind when I say sour?
Sour.
I'm closing my eyes because I don't want to look at you.
I have like 3 different words here. I feel
this
like
one's
one of
a
them's
tough
going to
one.
be right.
Fingers crossed, RJ. Come on.
Sour. I'm going to say candy.
Ah,
No.
sweet.
Oh, that wasn't
So
one of my
close.
words.
Yeah.
Dang. The
Oh,
anticipation.
that's all right. We were close. We were close.
Real close.
So close. Like, truly unbelievable work. RJ, you picked up $100 on a Friday.
Amazing.
Thanks for playing, my friend. Your next chance to play is Monday morning at 7:50.
It's the Slinky, it's Slinky.
And what you gonna do when the Hulkster and his Hulkamaniacs run wild on you?
Ha! Yeah, I kill me. Ryder and Lisa's Nostalgia Off.
Brought to you by Sweet Convenience.
Only on Play 107.
We wanted to do a weekend version of the Nostalgia Off, so we pushed her back to Friday because it just made a whole bunch more sense that way.
Sweet Convenience, another local business you should support. Locally owned, women-owned business, and they are really good at posting on Facebook. Yesterday, she posted that they have those mini colored marshmallows, but they taste minty. Do you know which ones I'm talking about? They're light pink and light green.
Okay.
And they just got those in stock, and I want to just shove them all in my mouth.
All right. Here's how the game works. We're each coming up with a list of things that'll bring you back to simpler times. You just let us know on the text line whose list hits you in the feels harder, and everybody who votes is qualified to win a gift card for Sweet Convenience.
I'm going with TGIF. Nothing better on ABC. You'd sit down in front of the TV. Your parents would let you have half of a Coca-Cola. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Boy Meets World, Home Improvement. The list goes on. The best TV.
Longest Nostalgia Off contribution ever.
But everybody has that memory, right?
Your parents let you have half a Coke and it fizzes a little bit when you pour it in the glass? Come on.
I should have added that, actually.
Get to it. All right, my first one is getting the giggles at a sleepover and laughing until your buddy's parents had to tell you to be quiet.
Did you always have one cranky friend that actually did want to sleep?
Come on, guys, it's way past my bedtime.
I have hockey in the morning. Having your siblings wake you up really early on Saturday morning to rewatch the blockbuster movie that you rented.
All right.
You only have a limited amount of time to watch it, so you might as well watch it 7 times.
Getting a brand new cereal and cracking that thing on a Saturday morning while watching cartoons.
Remember when they had gifts in them too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and you'd read the back like that was your entertainment at the table. Playing kick the can on a Friday night and hiding behind a bush, completely out of breath, trying so hard not to move, even though the mosquitoes are attacking you.
And my last one is renting a video game from Blockbuster and then playing it for 12 hours straight.
Okay, how are people going to decide whose list is better? I feel like we both came through with straight fire today. Do you want to spitfire yours so people can solidify their answer?
Getting the giggles at a sleepover and laughing until your buddy's parents had to tell you to be quiet. Rocking a brand new cereal in front of Saturday morning cartoons and renting a video game from Blockbuster and then playing it for 12 hours.
TGIF, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Boy Meets World, Home Improvement. The list goes on. Having your siblings wake you up really early on Saturday morning to rewatch the movie that you rented. And playing kick the can on a Friday night.
Get your votes in. Somebody's winning a gift cert to Sweet Convenience. What do you hate doing in front of people? Where, like, if you were to do it on your own, nobody was watching, probably not that big a deal.
Yeah, okay.
But as soon as you get an audience, you're like, ugh.
I don't like when I have to go and talk to the person at the front desk in a quiet waiting room where there's lots of people sitting.
Good answer.
Not that there's anything embarrassing being said, but you know everyone's listening. I hate that.
Yeah. I dove for a couple slow pitch balls last night and didn't catch them. I'd like to put that on the list.
Yes,
'cause
everyone's
there was
watching.
people watching, and I just...
It's embarrassing.
Yeah. And if it was just me throwing the ball to myself, running and diving and missing, I wouldn't care. You're just learning. You're practicing.
Something that I originally was embarrassed of, but I realized shortly after to get over it, was leaving an appointment at like a beauty spa.
Okay.
Like I've had my lips done and Botox. Like I've done things like that before. And I always have to correct myself when I'm like paying at the front.
Well,
Who cares? Everyone in the waiting room is also going to do the exact same thing. So who cares?
780-784-7107. What is it for you? The thing you hate doing when there is a crowd or people watching. The reason I bring this up is there's a video that's going viral of a lady trying to park.
Oh,
and
no.
She's actually trying to back into a parking spot, and it's kind of like across the road. It actually was a fairly difficult park job.
Is it parallel parking?
No, it's backing into a spot.
Okay.
That's angle parking.
All right.
But it's across the street. So she had to like maneuver it decently. Anyway, She was right beside a pub patio that was packed
No.
with what looked to be a bunch of rowdy English soccer fans.
They were all watching. Oh, I would scrape the entire side of the car
Yeah.
beside me immediately if I knew there was an audience.
They were hoping for her, though. They were rooting her on. Check this. Imagine backing into a parking spot, then you look across the street and there's 50 people that are all cheersing you. Hilarious. So we'll put that on the list as well, parking in front of people.
I hate drinking water while walking. I screw it up every time and look stupid. Yeah, when you spill water on yourself drinking and talking to people. Oh, no.
This text says talking on the phone, especially at work. Good answer.
I know. You see it like the sales pit of areas where people have their cubicles and they're doing cold calls or whatever. I'm like, everyone's listening, aren't you? Like a little bit self-conscious?
Yeah.
I guess you need confidence in a job like that, right? Who cares?
And then Mark just texted us in saying, does getting condoms count?
Yes.
Things you hate doing in front of someone else or in front of a group.
Kelsey, why is eating a chicken wing so embarrassing? Brianne says, when I'm hooked up to the Teams meeting and others are watching me type, all of a sudden I don't know how to type anymore.
Oh, that's a good answer.
R wrote in saying blowing my nose. Rhonda says eating in public. Bryson, I hate wearing headphones in front of people. I feel like they can hear me breathing.
I caught you like heavy mouth breathing the other day and you were super embarrassed.
I was mortified.
Yeah. I was like, can you quiet down when somebody's talking on the phone? Because I could just hear in the background.
Oh, the worst. I heard the greatest tip on how to get out of a conversation, and it's foolproof. You just leaving? No, not. You don't just get up and leave. That's rude.
See you later.
No, get back over here. So this is what you do. Next time you're in a conversation that you want out of ASAP, whether it's running into somebody that you know in the mall, maybe it's somebody who works at the mall kiosk and you don't have time, but you don't want to be rude. Maybe somebody's trying to get you to sign up for their rewards credit card.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to say to them is this.
Sorry, I'm dealing with a death in the family.
No, that's way too dark.
Okay.
Sorry, I have fish in the car.
What?
I have fish in the car.
Oh, like not live fish.
No, it could be. It doesn't matter. Nobody ever asks a follow-up question because A, it's either needing to get into a fridge somewhere.
Right.
Or it needs to get out of a hot vehicle.
Yeah.
Because it's going to stink. Or
You'll have to excuse me, I have fish in the car.
I can't talk right now. I got fish in the car. Nobody ever is like, what do you mean? They just go, oh, okay.
Whoa.
You're welcome.
Have you watched The Boys? The series The Boys?
I did start season 1. And then there was a little too much going on for me.
Okay.
So I turned it off. But I'm hearing that I should have invested my time and just pushed through because how many seasons are there now? 4?
Yeah, and Amazon is saying season 4 of The Boys is its biggest ever. 55 million global viewers in just 39 days.
Whoa.
It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
More than Canada.
Our roommate Justin watches it and he's always talking about how great it is.
Yeah.
So there you go. If you need a new show, watch The Boys.
I prefer The Girls. Have you seen that one?
Girls is actually fantastic. It's on Crave right now.
No, The Girls. It's about a group of like university students. They're cheerleaders. You haven't watched that?
I can't tell if you're making this up or not.
It's an adult series. I just made that up.
I bet you didn't, though. I bet I could easily find that. Just not on the work computer.
The Ryder and Lisa Podcast.
Brought to you by Yegg Property Pros. Powered by Real Broker. Get a realtor who knows. Call the pros.
Play 107.